Hello everybody, so I just wanted to do a quick video update on my travels and show anyone who's interested my cool new campsite. I'm currently camping just about a half mile up that road is the Continental Divide, so that's pretty cool, and then I'm about a half mile from the highway down there in the southern Gila National Forest in southwestern New Mexico, about 20 miles south of Silver City, I believe. So anyway, I'm so glad I found this cool campsite. Only downside is it's dry, it has no water, but I found some water on my way from the last campsite I was camping at. There was a lake I stopped on the way down here. So I was able to get a couple 5-gallon collapsible jugs filled up and crammed in my already packed car, filled up with some lake water, so fluoride free. And then apparently in New Mexico there is free water at just about every gas station, so that's pretty cool. So as long as I'm here, I'll be able to fill up in Silver City, which is only about half-hour drive from here. So anyway, the terrain here is a little different than I've been used to. It's got massive evergreen trees here. The junipers, I guess they're called. Massive juniper trees. And then lots of, I don't know if this is like be considered high desert or the foothills. There are some mountains up that direction, but they're not really big mountains. It's about 6,300 feet elevation here. There's these, I call them desert vegetation. I don't know what they are, but there's some kind of desert plants. I've seen them all throughout the desert country between the upper Gila forest high mountains and these lower mountains here. So I tend to say this is high desert country. That's what it feels like. It's super sandy, but maybe it'd be called the foothills. I don't really know. But then, see if I can't find this. There's a ton of these other big trees. I have no idea what they are, but they're really pretty trees. Here's one, shorter one. I don't even know if they're a hardwood. It looks like they're starting to lose their leaves here. So anyway, I'll have to look that up, find out what kind of trees they are, but I've not seen this many of this type of tree in my whole travels until this spot. So kind of the best of both worlds. I got plenty of sun here and lots of trees. So anyway, as you can see, I've got my solar panel set up and my small tent and my big canvas tent. It's a little bit of an adventure getting up here. So this is my second morning here, Thursday morning. Yesterday was pretty cloudy, but not too bad. And so I got here. Yeah, I got set up on Tuesday night, but I actually got here Monday evening. I was gonna camp a little bit up the highway closer to Silver City. There's a place right on the Continental Divide at the trailhead there, but it was all filled up, so I went down the road a little more to the next Forest Service access. It was way too sandy. So then I found this one. I was really happy about that because it's really quiet. You can kind of hear the highway at night, being only half a mile away, but considering my last campsite was literally right, you could see the highway is maybe 100 yards. This is a lot nicer than that. And that one was an actual campground up in the mountains, and it had nice beautiful forest and a creek, but it rained a lot and the creek got all muddy, so it wasn't really good water anyway. And so much traffic, probably because it had an actual outhouse. It was like it was a rest stop, being so close to the highway with the bathroom. So even though there's no amenities here, it's really beautiful country and there's like zero traffic. So this might actually be the quietest, most peaceful campsite I've found so far. And coyotes at night and cattle. I hear the cows mooing and the coyotes, they're close. It's almost a little scary, but it's kind of cool. I kind of want to see them from a distance, but considering how forested it is up here, I don't know if that would be possible. So anyway, lots of coyotes and definitely cattle country. The first campground I was gonna camp at, or camp area that too many people. I think the road there is called Cattleman's Road, so that give you an idea. A lot of cows back up in here. But anyway, so I got here Monday night, setting up my small tent. That's why I got the small tent set up. Didn't have time to set up the big tent. And right when I was setting it up, started dumping snow. So I got the tent set up, but then I was really hungry from driving, you know, all afternoon to get here. And, well, I couldn't really cook because I didn't have my wood stove set up. And it was way too wet to be able to use the camp stove. So I decided to drive into Silver City. And it was a hairy drive. Gnarly weather, crazy storm. Ended up snowing up here probably and raining down further down all night pretty much. So I ended up getting a hotel, but thankfully the hotels here in Silver City are cheaper than the hotels in Arizona where I stayed the past 2 nights. So I ended up staying 3 nights in a row in a hotel because of crazy weather. And anyway, so I set up the tent, and this is where I actually set up the tent here, just a little bit further closer to the highway. Got the tent set up, went into Silver City, got some food, got some it was pretty amazing Mexican food, I think, because so close to Mexico, it definitely tasted more authentic. It was a little takeout place, takeout burrito shop. Anyway, and got a cheap hotel, got another free shower in, that was cool. Anyway, so I set up my tent here. It was like probably 2 inches of snow in like 20 minutes, and it was just so much moisture. Anyway, so came back on Tuesday and moved the small tent up the road, decided that was gonna be a little better spot, and set up camp. So I stayed in the small tent my first night. Last night was my first night in the big tent, using the wood stove, and there's lots of dead wood around, but it burns hot and quick, so I need to also cut some up. But anyway, really pretty country, more deserty than any of the spots I've been to so far. I don't know where they're at. I've seen lots of cactus. I'd show you guys, but I haven't. Oh, here's one quick before I cut the video short. But that's pretty much, I just wanted to update you on my travels and show you this awesome campsite. Anyway, lots of these cactuses around, and then there's a few, or cacti, and then I seen one of the upright, like kind of pole cactus, but nothing too big. I'm sure that's down in the lower deserts. But anyway, I'm gonna cut this video short, but hope everyone's doing well, and yeah, just wanted to show you this pretty new country and share a little bit of a travel update, camping update with anyone who's interested. So thanks for watching. If you appreciate the content, you know, give it a thumbs up, share, you know the deal. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Peace.